What happens when an NFL franchise has to declare for bankruptcy only 2 months before the season begins, which forced the franchise to relocate across season, having all current players opt out of their contracts, and having even below average NFL players reject contracts? Your only option is to go out and sign a bunch of players that no other NFL team want anything to do with. Welcome to the Rejects Madden 19 franchise series. Gotcha! This isn't the Rejects, I just put it in the title for the views! All this is a Red Dead Redemption 2 horse petting tutorial. I'm kidding. I'm only kidding, it's a joke. It's a joke, let's proceed. Welcome back! Week number 7 at home. Denver Broncos. This is definitely is not gonna be a repeat of last episode, because that was bad. That was awful. We're just not gonna talk about it. But today we do have the Denver Broncos at home. They're only 2-4 on the year, so we have a chance. It is only about halfway through the regular season, but guys, I really don't think we have that great of a chance, making the playoffs, but we'll proceed and try our greatest. Oh yeah, and really quick, a few housekeeping things. First of all, I apologize, it took so long for this episode to come out. If we can smash 5,000 likes, next episode will come out tomorrow, and that's a promise. It's a promise. Housekeeping part number 2. Here's the big giveaway I was talking about. Biggest giveaway I've ever done in my life. 2 PS4 Pros, 2 Xbox One X's. Just go over to my Instagram. It's very simple there. Like I say, even if you don't like me, even if you hate my guts, like why not enter? How awesome would it be to win a $500 console from somebody that you absolutely hate and wish were dead? So just go enter it. There's really no point not to. Link to my Instagram in the description box below. And like I said, I'm just going to avoid speaking about last episode because that was just bad. And I just wanted to bring this up to know a lot of people are going to ask about it. The reason it says there's 2 games played, because sometimes go into the game and get the thumbnail for the episode, then back out because of what happened in the beginning. So that's what happened. I'll probably say the same thing for today's episode with the idea of the thumbnail I have. So if you ever see this, like, I don't take it so serious, like if I lose, I quit, like that's just not the thing. But I do know there's always going to be people asking questions sometimes why it says this. So if you ever see it says I played the game twice, it's because I went in the game and tried to get the thumbnail. But the Denver Broncos, we have one thing in common. We both beat the Titans. The only other win is against the Chiefs, which obviously is a pretty good freaking team. Lost to the Bengals, Bears, Lions, and Colts. Coming off 2 straight losses. So it's time, boys. Gotta do it. Last episode, we did try out Kevin Hart. Absolute freaking moron. Faked the scholarship, faked his whole entire recruitment. I mean, he's just a moron. He's just absolute freaking moron. I don't even know what else to say about it. But as you guys voted overwhelmingly, he did not make the team. So he is gonna be cut. And I mean, you can fake your commitment up to a point, but after that, you can't fake your talent in the NFL because you were just god awful. So he is gonna be cut from the squad, which means nobody else has to be cut for today's episode. Now, unfortunately, at the end of last episode, Johnny Manziel did get injured, and he's out for 7 weeks, which means he'll be out all the way until like week, I think, 14. So what we're gonna do to avoid having to cut somebody next episode, keep as many of the core players as possible, what we are gonna do is put Johnny Manziel on the IR. It's sad, it is very sad, but Johnny Manziel is going to be out for the rest of the season. Dalton Croissant, our offensive captain, still out for 4 more weeks. Hopefully he can come back from injury and regain some of his preseason form. Now for scouting this week, what I did do is go and scout the rest of the offensive linemen projected to be drafted in the first round, and that is for a reason that you may or may not see in next episode. But anyways, left guard Trey Smith, he's been scouted, looks pretty good. Center, Tyler Biadasz from Wisconsin, TJ McCoy from Florida, both actually look very, very good. Right guard, a guy named Daryl, which means we're probably not going to draft him, and Nate Herbig, a right tackle. Didn't get to scout this guy out of the way. Mika Becton from Louisville, but he actually 6'7", 341, looks decent. But it's time for the part of the episode that makes everybody happy. It is time to sign our NFL tryout player for today's episode. And this one does make sense. It does sometimes get a little bit ridiculous, trying out a running back, quarterback every single episode, but since we do have a pretty big injury to our team captain, Dalton Croissant, I'm not opposed to this one at all. So it is going to be another running back. We haven't really got anything going in the run game lately. So like I said, try out everybody possible so we can hopefully eventually find a running back or at least a running back duo that can do something effectively on the ground. But enough of that. Today's tryout player is none other than big old boy Eddie Lacy. He is going to be signed to the Dublin Shamrocks. And we better hope to God we have a pretty good freaking nutritionist in our squad. Eddie Lacy coming in at a 69 overall. Actually one of the higher overall players on the team. At 5'11", 253 pounds out of the University of Alabama. the 28-year-old. Now, I'm pretty sure most of you know the story of Eddie Lacy, but just in case you don't, time for a quick recap. Now, Eddie Lacy had a pretty incredible career at the University of Alabama. His last season had 17 touchdowns, 1,300 yards. I mean, he averaged 6.8 yards per carry in college. Like, that's ridiculous. Got drafted by the Packers in the second round, had a very good rookie season, had 11 touchdowns, over 1,000 yards. Season number 2, 1,000 yards again, 9 more touchdowns. But then this guy just got fat. Like, there's nothing else to say. He just got freaking massive. And then his productivity just kept going downhill, and he just got bigger. I mean, I don't know what you want me to say. This dude just got big. I mean, it's just crazy. I don't know what the heck happened to Eddie. But literally, at 253 pounds, he's just massive. But as I said, he just continued to get bigger, and his productivity continued to go downhill. Eventually left the Packers, signed with the Seahawks, and he didn't do good because he's just too freaking big. I mean, you just can't be that big and be a running back and be successful. You can't. I'm sorry, Eddie, but you can't. Left the Seahawks and has not been signed since. But that's until today. Eddie Lacy, the big boy, 253 pounds, hasn't slimmed down at all. We have to see if he can bring some sort of productivity to your Dublin Shamrocks. I mean, let's be honest, can't be any worse than what we've seen thus far. But Eddie Lacy, as your newest member of the Shamrocks, like I said, 69 overall. Looking at his stats, obviously not going to be the fastest. 83 speed, 84 excel, 83 agility, but comes with some pretty big boy stats. 81 break tackle, 87 carrying, 81 trucking, 83 stiff arm with 81 strength. Not the greatest elusiveness, obviously. Secondary attributes, nothing too crazy. His pass block and run blocking really is not that good when you'd probably expect it to be a little bit better, when you're 253 pounds, but I digress. He does look like a pretty powerful running back, and we're going to see what he brings to the table today. Because to make the team, he's got to have a pretty good game because this backfield is getting absolutely, completely crowded. We have Eddie Lacy, Ray Rice, Denard Robinson, Dre Archer, Dalton, who obviously is a team captain, has been injured, Trent Richardson. If he does make the team, one of these guys has got to get cut. Cause that's too many running backs. You guys are crazy. So it's going to be an Eddie Lacy, Denard Robinson, two-headed monster at the running back position today. Oh, one thing. We did actually have a meeting with Bill Belichick. Because as you guys see, we go to our coaching schemes. We have decided to change playbooks. Bill Belichick was nice enough to hand over his playbook, and Kevin Tyndall is taking every opportunity he can to have somewhat of a successful offense, because last episode was absolute travesty. Now with that said, boys, it's time Dublin. Denver Broncos gonna be no match for your Shamrocks. 77 versus 56 overall. Let's do it. So a few things really quick. Here I am about 4 hours into editing this episode, and a couple things pissing me off. Number one, I don't know what that noise is in the background. I think it's like my smoke detector or something, but I've heard it beep probably over 50 to 60 times in this 4 hours I've been editing, and it's just making me mad, so I'm sorry if you guys hear that. I don't know. Number two, that stupid freaking thing again, where my skin color turns from extremely pale for some reason to clear throughout the commentary. This is just absolute freaking shambles. Absolute freaking shambles. Oh, here we go. Cloverfield. Dublin Shamrocks. It is time. I feel it. I feel something about this game, boys. It shows our logo. That means we have got off to a really good start. That's much better start than what we had last episode and most of the episodes in this series. That's just good. Oh, boys, it's a misty day here in Cloverfield. It's sprinkling. Last episode it was raining. Things didn't really turn out too well. So hopefully today's a different story. So Dublin Shamrocks come out. Maybe Eddie Lacy will bring a different dimension to this offense and we can do good things. It's time. First win in front of the Irish faithful. Let's get it. Let's go. We got this big boy. Big boy. Oh, I love it. Nathan Peterman didn't have the greatest of games last episode. But in Dublin, everybody gets seconds, third, and sometimes 10th chances. Short passes. Justin Blackman. That's good. That's a good start. I didn't even think about this. Laquan McGowan and Eddie Lacy in the backfield. That is legitimately 650 pounds in the backfield. First run of his career. Eddie Lacy, or his Shamrocks career, doesn't really go to, effective. Well, looks like we might have another 3 and out. 3rd down and 8. Not, the most ideal start, but let's be great. Let's get it. Okay, Justin Blackman. That's a first down and much more. Can he break away? He can't. But that's a good one. That's a good play. 2nd down and 8. I'm going to give Eddie Lacy every single chance he can to be great here. Handoff to the right side. It's coming. Can we get some blockers? And we do. Eddie Lacy, can you run over this man? Oh, Eddie! Let's go! Eddie Lacy, the man. That's what 253 pounds can do for you. You can't do too much in terms of being a running back, but that's one of the very few things it can do. Not gonna lie, I accidentally picked this play, but we're here nonetheless. 3rd down and 1. Eddie Lacy has a little bit of a hole. He gets it and more. About 3 yards on the carry. This is great. Gonna keep the ball on the ground until they stop us, and that's not something you hear a lot in this series. Denard Robinson with the handoff. Oh my goodness. That's another 8 yards. They have their right end, Okafor, injured. Gonna keep pounding it right down their esophagus, like I said, until they can stop us. Denard. Another big hole. Denard Robinson right up the middle. That's 13 yards. At least you can say our running backs do all get a little bit of game time. Trent Richardson from the 10. Gonna keep it right up the middle. Trent Richardson! Up the middle! Dolph, what is going on? See, that's what happens when you take out an absolute moron at the center position who's just a moron and can't block, and replace him with a guy that's still a moron, but he's better than the first moron. That's the difference from one episode to the next. We pounded the ball. That's the best we've had any drive in the series running the football. Trent Richardson on his first carry gets his first touchdown as a Dublin Shamrock as we take an early 7-0 lead. And what a freaking difference one episode to the next can bring. For some reason, man, there's some sense of confidence just displaying out of my brain right now. He has a ton of time in the pocket, but Frank Zombo. Now, the one thing you don't see there, or you might have seen, is the fact that I brought an all-out blitz, and it still took him about 15 minutes to get pressure on the quarterback and hit the quarterback. But as long as it was effective, Broncos going 4 wide here, putting their faith in Case Keenum. Little dump-off pass, and Demaryius Thomas did something wild there, but it's a 1st down. Actually, it's not. 3rd and 1. Demaryius Thomas is just having a seizure on the field. Time to win this play at the line of scrimmage. 3rd down and 1. You guys know what we are doing here. They're going heavy to the left, right up the middle, and that's going to be Frank Zombo, the man, the myth, the legend, coming up huge on this drive. A sack and a tackle in the backfield on 3rd down and 1. Guys, the Dublin Shamrocks have came to play today. So into the 2nd quarter. That very well might have been the best quarter of football we have played as a collective unit. Let's just keep it going into quarter number 2, not count our clovers before they hatch. That was awful. That was awful. Let's just not get ahead of ourselves. Let's keep playing sound football, not do anything crazy, and get this 2nd win. Till the Broncos can show me that they can stop the run, we're going to keep it going. 2nd and 8. Oh, they showed me this time. Oh, boys, we can wait. Send somebody up the field. X, the throw, on the run. Nathan Peterman. What a dot. Corey Coleman. Dude, everybody's playing spectacular today. So things finally went a little bit sour. We got sacked, now at 3rd down and 15. Let's see if we can keep doing crazy things in this game. Let's see. Oh, my goodness. Can he catch us on the run? He's still running. This man's still running to the sideline. 2nd down and 8. Can our defense get to old Case Keenum on this one? Bringing everybody. Quick little passes. Emmanuel Sanders 1st down. I-form pro. You're not going to run on us because we're just going to keep on bringing the house. Hayes Boyard's going to be there. 3rd down and long. This defense playing a heck of a game. 3rd and 10. One more stop. It's going to be a play-action pass. Not fooling me. Definitely not. Hey, can we get some pressure? Soon, please. That's got to be an interception of some sort. Fish with not the greatest of hands. Fish in his natural environment because it's raining and his first name is Fish. Drop the pass. I mean, if anybody can catch an interception in the rain, I would expect for a guy named Fish to be able to catch it in the rain. I'm going to do it. I'm not really taking any deep shots in this series. But Corey Coleman, this outside cornerback's pressing him. We're going to heave this one deep. Heaving it deep. Oh, we're not actually. But we have an open man. That's going to be Timothy. Timothy Tebow, that is. To midfield on the play action. Our offensive line actually giving us some time to throw the ball. Actually was able to progress to my 2nd read on the play. Keep on hitting it off to the big boy. 2nd and 5. Oh, man. We got a nice little run there from him. But it's a flag. So more than likely be a holding call, which I'll never understand how they get called for holding within the first millisecond of the snap. Time for Nate the Great to sling the rock in 2nd down and 15. I think Justin's going to have a little bit of space. Oh, overthrows him. That could have been a 1st down. 3rd and 15. Can Nathan Peterman pull something out of his sleeve here? I think he might. Need a dot. Corey Coleman on the post. Oh, Corey. Oh, Corey. We've played so well this half. We only have a touchdown lead to show for it. Oh, that would have put us in field goal range. He drops the first down. I have to punt the football again. I'm just upset. This has literally been the best half we've played as a collective unit. This is when things are worrisome before the halves. This is when quarterbacks like to do bad things to us. But Mark Hersley is right there. Our veteran linebackers, Frank and Mark, having great games. The one difference in this game is the fact that I'm actually running a lot of man coverage, and our team's playing well. Holding up in man coverage. And why do I have to say good things? And that happens. Oh, man, an open man. That's Sutton. That's a first down in plus territory. They only have one timeout. Keep in mind, teams that you play in franchise like to do crazy things time management-wise before half. So they're not for sure going to get a field goal. Like, they've already wasted so much time off the clock, but hey, Broncos, you do you. Only 20 seconds left with one timeout. They're not necessarily in field goal range. Oh, my. No. No. Bad. That, unbelievable. Oh, they actually score a freaking touchdown. If they score a touchdown after how well we played in this half and tie it up, I'm going to honestly be just really sad about it. Oh, what a play, Divergent. Oh, that's a good one. This could be a huge mistake here, guys. But I'm bringing pressure. Attempting to sack Case Keenum. And they don't have any timeouts to run out the clock, not get a touchdown. That's my ideology here. This intercepted Divergent, let's go! All the way! Divergent! This is unbelievable. No, Case bad. Don't you dare catch him. Divergent. The 20 to the 10. Oof. Big oof for the Broncos. Divergent. Oh, the scenes. Our defensive captain with 2 consecutive huge plays as your Shamrocks take their first ever 2-possession lead in team history. Divergent breaks on the ball and takes it 90+ yards to the house. That very well might be the greatest play in Dublin Shamrock history. We go from having the Broncos potentially tie the game before half to taking a 2-possession lead. Divergent, what a guy. Oh, boys, we go into halftime with a 14-point lead, and we know how quick things can get bad. But let's just embrace this first half. Let's all smile together watching this video and just be so happy with how well this team of freaking rejects and a team of absolute freaking morons have played up to this point. They're down by 2 possessions, but apparently they don't trust Case Keenum to throw the ball anymore after that pick 6. I don't think they've thrown the ball thus far on this drive, which, I mean, they've had a little bit of success running the ball, more than what they had up to the point in this game. Oh, wide open, man. That's what happens when they give quarterbacks time in the pocket, I swear. Oh, big boy Daquan Bowers. Don't you ever run play action against this front 7. Second down, 17. They're going to run the ball. Good decision from them. Uh-oh. Oh, shoot. And this is where things get crazy. 3rd down and 3. Let's continue this great defensive ball game we've had up to this point. Just kidding. I wasn't being serious when I said that. 1st and 10. Eddie Lacy with such a hole up the middle. Runs right over a man. 1st down. It's been a long time since we gave Laquan a carry. Let's give the big boy a chance here. 2 big guys. The bigger one with that carry. He's just too freaking slow. Well, this freaking sucks. 3rd down and 10. If we don't pick this up, I got a bad feeling about everything. Slants, though, they're open. That's Justin with the 1st down and more into plus territory. Literally, all we have to do, it's taking a long time to figure this out, but all we have to do is just not throw interceptions. That's all we had to do. All right, so took a sack. When I probably shouldn't have took a sack because I'm trying to kick a field goal, if anything, but I'm a moron. 2nd and 17. Denard with the handoff. And, oh my God, no way. Denard Robinson to the house, please. Doesn't break the tackle, but all the way down to the 12. That, somebody check me, fact check me on this, but that has got to be the biggest run, the longest run in Dublin Shamrock history. What has gotten into the running game up the middle? We're going to get another big game. Oh, they're trying to strip you. Eddie Lacy in the backfield. Laquan McCowan, 2nd and 1, bouncing it outside. Oh, I thought he was going to fight forward. 3rd and 2. Gonna keep it on the ground. I just gotta trust in my running back, Eddie Lacy. He's had a good game to this point. Stretch to the outside. Eddie, you're not the fastest in the world, but fast enough to drag this defender into the end zone as your Dublin Shamrocks take a 2-possession lead. with 6 minutes to go as Eddie Lacy gets his first rushing touchdown as a Dublin Shamrock in his return to the NFL. He might be a big boy, but who cares? As long as he can be effective like he has been in today's episode. I'm actually in shock. I know I've said this about 7 times, but I'm actually in shock at how effective our running game has been in today's episode. But here we are, 3rd down and 8. If we get this stop, we're gonna win. It's just a fact. We left the guy wide open. Oh my, Michael Jordan. Oh, Demaryius Thomas hangs on. Case Keenum and the Broncos going 5 wide. 3rd down and 6 from the 13. Only 3 minutes to go. We get this stop. Might be a GG. Can we just get pressure? This is when things go bad. Hit. Big hit. Oh. Case Keenum goes outside the pocket. We get a big hit on Emmanuel Sanders, but he hangs on. It's not over yet, boys. 3rd down and 11. If we get this, this could be the ball game. I'm looking for that comeback route to the left. Oh, man, they're going to have that covered. But the post, oh, you got to be kidding me. He fell down. Justin Blackman was going to be open on the post, but he slipped. He freaking slipped. Oh! It just can never be easy, can it? Oh, gosh, here comes Case Keenum and the Denver Broncos. Secondary, come up big. Come up big here. This could be a diversion. Go 5 wide, I dare ya. We're going to get the Case here. I'm telling you. Or not, he's going to hit us underneath for a first. One big play defense. There we are. We finally get a coverage sack. Daddy Nicholas. If Case Keenum can't handle the heat, we're bringing pressure on the 3rd and long. Don't know where that went, but I'm just going to accept the fact. 3rd down and 20. No way we allow 20 yards here. Ooh. Ooh. If we allow 20 yards on this play, I'm going to be so upset. I'm protecting the sticks here, which means everybody should be at that 1st down marker. Oh. Uh-oh, this could be a pick. Okay, drop the pick, but it's okay. It is okay. We get the stop. Midfield. They do have all 3 timeouts, but boys, it is looking like your first ever Dublin Shamrock home win is coming. 2nd down and 11. Handoff here to Denard Robinson. All we need is his last 1st down. Denard Robinson, 1st down and more. And boom, Denard Robinson. What a game. 6 rushes, 86 yards. What a guy. Oh, you've got to be kidding. I'm going to start doing silent commentaries now. Like, not even speak. Because every time I say something good about somebody, either they do something bad the next play, or they get freaking injured. His wrist is injured. This is why we need to sign so many freaking running backs. Because they all get injured. Every single one of them. So, if we don't pick up this 1st down, they're still going to be able to call a timeout. But we're in field goal range, so we should be okay. But just keep in mind, crazy stuff can happen. But Eddie Lacy, let's end it right here, Eddie Lacy. What an ending. What a freaking ending. The player we try out for today's episode did not expect any. With his speed being so low, genuinely did not expect anything. But he had what a game. Because last time we signed a player of his caliber, kind of similar skill set, and Peyton Hillis had an awful game. You guys cut him. Broken collarbone. Oh, I'm sick. He was holding his freaking wrist. Oh, what a sour note to end off the episode. But let's just forget it. Let's just be happy and smile. Looks like your Dublin Shamrocks are going to get their first win at home in team history. We're going to let the clock expire. It is time for us as a collective unit to just smile. Take a few minutes, just look at this camera together. You look at your phones, your tablets, your computers together, and just smile as we make team history and get the first ever home win. I don't know what they were just doing. No idea what the whole entire team was just freaking doing there. I've never seen that one before. But we win nonetheless. Dublin, Ireland sees their first ever NFL team get a home win. And I'm just a happy owner right now. Like, that was, it ended up being a close game. But I think we all can agree on the fact that that was the best game we have played as a collective unit, as the owner, as the offense, and as the defense. Everybody didn't have any turnovers. We had our first defensive touchdown in team history. Nathan Peterman didn't put up any crazy stats, but he got the job done when we needed him to. What a game. What a team of men. Nathan, 7 of 11. 7-11, that's funny. Eddie Lacy, 41 yards, only 2.9 yards per carry, but basically no mistakes, had a touchdown, and he made big plays when he had to. Denard Robinson, what a man, 86 yards. I'm just upset at what transpired there at the end. Even Trent Richardson with 1 carry, 11 yards, and a touchdown. What a game from him. Receiving yard-wise, Justin Blackman continues to have a great year. Defensively, we had some big players have some big games. Mark Herzlich was a standout. Frank Zombo was a standout. We actually had 3 sacks. That has to be a team high for a game. Daddy with the sack. Daquan with the sack. Sean and Frank both, I guess, I don't know, they split a sack. What a game from the men. What a game from the men in green. Man, I really don't even want to check this because I know he's going to be out for the rest of the season. I don't want a win, our second win ever, to end in such sour fashion. We're going to check it. It's going to be a long time. 6 weeks, we're going to have to, that will bring him back. That will be like week 14. There's just no point. We're going to put him on the injury reserve so we don't have to cut anybody else. But, we can always take him off, can't we? I don't know. We're going to put him in injury reserve. That's upsetting. But we got to give Denard Robinson a clap, for his service to this team. But we are going to advance to next week versus the Miami Dolphins. Guys, keep in mind, this is the trade deadline. And whoa, the Dolphins are 1-4-1 on the year. So this is a great chance, a spectacular chance to get our first ever consecutive wins in team history. But guys, hopefully you did enjoy the second win ever in team history. If you did, make sure to drop a like. Like I said, guys, 5,000 likes. And I promise, no matter what, the next episode will come out tomorrow. Subscribe if you are new. Enter my Instagram giveaway in the description box below. There will be a link. All you gotta do is go over there. You'll see. You'll see how to enter. It's not that difficult. There's no point in not entering it. That is gonna do it. I love you guys. Have a great rest of your day. God bless and peace.